Semen retention is about self-respect. That's all it's about. It's not about getting women. It's not about, becoming rich. It's not about any of that shit. Semen retention is about self-respect. It's about self-respect. If you are masturbating, can I even say that word, guys? That's a bad word. If you are masturbating, you do not respect yourself. Not in the way that a semen retainer respects himself, because someone that really respects themselves isn't going to abuse themselves like that. I know it sounds fucking crazy, guys. I know it sounds fucking ridiculous, but you're kind of violating yourself when you do that. You are. I mean, it's just the truth. A long time ago, I got high, guys. I got high. I'm going to be honest. I got high. I took a large dose of edibles, and I got high. And I had a strong urge to, play with myself. All right, guys. We all do it, okay? It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's something that we overcome as semen retainers. It's something that is in the past, and we can look back on, because everyone does it. I don't know why society is like, oh, this is such a taboo topic. No one can talk about this. Oh my God, it's so embarrassing. You're all fucking doing it. Like, the semen retainer admits his past, admits what he did wrong, and then gets over it. And he moves on. He grows up. But all these people out here in society, like, oh no, we can't talk about that. That's so taboo. Oh my God. Dude, you're fucking doing it every day. Like, shut the fuck up. Come on. As semen retainers, we admit our past. We admit our past. We don't shy away from it. And we also understand that at any moment we could go back. We could fall. No one is above falling. You have to be humble. You have to be humble on this journey. You can't be like, oh, I'm a semen retainer now. I'm better than everyone. Like, I've been doing this shit for months and months, but I still know that I could fall. I could fall if I don't stay humble and stay, in a right state of mind. Anyone could fall, guys. Anyone could fall. But what I was saying about my story, okay, I got high. I took a very large dose of edibles. And I was very fucking high. And I had a strong urge. And I was like, God damn it. I do not want to do anything with this urge. But the urge was so strong. So I still retained. But, I did, whatever. That shit that everyone does. I did that shit. I did a little bit of it. Not a lot, because I was high. And I started to have this realization. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? This is so fucking weird. This is like, I am literally R-wording myself. Like, that's how it literally felt. It was the worst feeling in the world. I mean, it felt good physically, obviously. I'm high as fuck and I have this strong urge. But the psychological and the spiritual feeling that I had, I was like, this is weird. Like, this is weird. I feel like I'm something. I didn't even feel like it was me. I felt like it was something else was R-wording me. I don't even think I can say that word online, but I felt like something, like some sort of entity was R-wording me. And it kind of fucking freaked me out. And I stopped and I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is some weird shit, guys. This is some weird demonic shit that comes over you when you do that shit. It's some weird shit. I'm not saying that, like, you're gonna, like, this is just from my experience while I was high, okay? This is just my experience while I was high. I'm not saying this is how I feel all the time about this act, all this fapping that goes on. I don't think that it's all like demonic shit, but this is just the thoughts that were going through my head while I was high, okay, guys? I'm not saying like this is the truth or whatever. These are just the thoughts that I was having. And this is the feeling that I had. It was a deep feeling. It wasn't even something that I was really logically thinking about. I was just like, I am R-wording myself. This is not respecting myself at all. This is treating my body, myself, like a piece of meat. Like just a fucking object. And I was like, I can never do this again. This is horrible. What the fuck? I mean, that was the thoughts that was going through my mind. I was like, how on earth can I do this? Like, it literally feels like I'm violating my own self. But that's where I wanted to get into this video, is that semen retention is about self-respect. That's what it's about. It's not about fucking female attraction, although that will happen. It's not about being more productive and make more money, although that will happen. All these things will happen. But that's not the point of semen retention. Semen retention is about self-respect. That's it. That's it. It's about self-respect. When you respect yourself, you feel good about yourself. You're not trying to hide anything. And you can just feel good about everything in life. Even the downs, even when you're down, you're like, you know what? I'm down right now, but I still feel fucking amazing. I still feel amazing because I have so much respect for myself. I have so much respect for myself. Nothing can really bring me down. It's insane. Like, no matter what you go through on semen retention, nothing can really bring you down because you have this deep sense of self-respect and self-honor and honoring yourself, which so many people don't have, so many gooners don't have, so many fappers don't have, so many people involved in all this, all these activities that are just purely lust-based. Deep down, they really can't say to themselves, like, I respect myself. Deep down, they really can't say this. They don't feel it. It's not true. They could say it out loud. I respect myself. They can say it all day. I love myself. They can say it all day. You can say it all day. But if you're still doing that shit, and it's a consistent thing that you're just hooked on, you can't really say it. And you won't really understand how I'm feeling. You won't really understand what I'm saying until you get on this journey. I'm not saying you're not going to fall down. I'm not saying that. Everyone goes through periods where they fall down. Everyone goes through periods where they have an urge and they give into it. But just the fact that you're on this journey and every time you fall, you get back up. That shows yourself that you respect yourself. You understand that you're more than just this body. You're not just this body. You're not just these urges. You're more than this. And when you decide to do something and you follow through, that's because you respect yourself. That's because you respect yourself. Like, all these people that are gooners, you could just see in their eyes, they don't respect themselves. Like, these guys that are gooning all the time, especially through, like, masturbation or some really, like, sexual immoral thing, like pay for play or some of that bullshit, like, you could just see these guys don't respect themselves. They don't respect themselves. They're always, like, just like, ugh, like, bug-eyed and, like, not, like, peaceful in their own body. You could just tell, like, they're not peaceful in their own body. They're very stressed out all the time. They're very, like, anxious. And this is what happens when you don't respect yourself physically, because deep down you're doing something that is not in your own self best interest. Because look, semen retention does do all these amazing things. Like, see, I have so much energy. It's not even physical energy. It's mental energy. It's psychic energy. It's like focus energy. Like, I can be tired on semen retention, but I can still work for like 10 hours straight, even if I'm tired. Because it's not even about physical energy. It's like mental, spiritual, psychic energy that you have on semen retention. So when you're like gooning all the time, especially to like corn and all this bullshit, you're not respecting yourself, because you're taking away all of that potential mental energy that you could have had to improve your life. And you're just like busting it into a fucking screen, some bimbo online. That is not respecting yourself. That's not. It's just not, because you have so much more potential inside of you. You have so much more you can do. So much more you can become. That's totally just like, yes, you could still have energy if you're gooning. I'm not saying you. That's the thing about semen retention. Like, this is another video. I gotta make this other video, but it's not even about physical energy. It's not about physical energy, because you could have a ton of physical energy gooning all the time. Like, you could still get plenty of sleep, get plenty of calories, whatever. Get plenty of sunshine. You could have physical energy. I'm not saying you can't have physical energy without semen retention. But you won't have that mental energy, that mental focus of just being able to focus for so long, like indefinitely. There's no end to the focus you can have on semen retention. You could literally go all day long. Sometimes I can't even like go to sleep because my focus is just so strong. I just want to keep focusing on what I'm working on. So it is a journey of self-respect. And until you realize that, you're always going to be struggling with semen retention because you're doing it for the female attraction, you're doing it for the productivity, but you're not doing it for the self-respect. You don't understand that this is a self-respect journey. And until you realize that, you're going to keep struggling. It's a journey of self-respect. So respect yourself. And just take one step every day. One step, one step, one step, one step. Eventually you get to the point where you're on months and months and months and months of retention. And it's not so much of a struggle anymore. And you're at a point in your life that you never could have imagined. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace and love. Check out my link down below if you want more information. Peace.